I paid $6,500 for a course on YouTube. Yes, you heard that right. I paid $6,500 for a course on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to share with you everything that I learned from going to that experience so that you can be blessed and change your life. Tomorrow is July 4th. I know that it's not always good to say the dates in a video because you could use these videos for anything else in the future. But tomorrow's July 4th. It is Independence Day for some people. And one of the most interesting things as people go to celebrate Independence Day on tomorrow, some people are going to get drunk. Some people are going to, eat more than they should. I know I've done that a lot of July 4ths in my life. However, one of the interesting things is the same people who are going to party the hardest, the same people who are going to... First, let me stop. I would love to buy this house right here. The guy Tyler, who's the developer of this house. Hey Tyler, if you're watching it, I'm getting ready. But anyway, people are spending their July 4th celebrating independence, but they have no independence in their lives. They're dependent on people. They're dependent on their job. They're dependent on the government. They're dependent on everything but themselves. And so when I was 20 years old, maybe 19 going to 20, I took just about every dollar that I had and I invested in a YouTube coaching program by two guys who were at the time elite level YouTubers, in the sense of they were not using YouTube in the traditional sense how most people use YouTube to try to get famous. They were using YouTube to build a business. And within the first year of them posting YouTube videos, simple videos like this, they had made over $1.7 million. They were the top go-to experts. If you are a person who was looking to have a business and use YouTube as a lead generation tool for your business, they were the guys to go to. They had established so much credibility. They were speaking at all the events. And here I was, a scared 20-year-old kid. I was in a direct sales program, was making money, and I knew that there was more. I knew that there was more out there. And so their program was a 2-day experience where you got to come to their house and meet with them. You get to see what it was taking for them to be able to make $1 million a year in their business. And the very first day that I got there, we spent 8 hours going through their systems, going through their protocols, going through the things that they were doing on a daily basis, not only to create the content, but also to see the back end, how they were, processing everything, how they were framing their sales process so that they could be successful. And then the second day was interesting. I was expecting to get more learning and more like education. But the second day we spent time, we played video games. We went to places to eat, and we really didn't do much. Now, in the moment, I was concerned that I had invested $6,500. You know, I didn't have much more than that to spend, but I had taken a leap of faith and I invested in the coaching, and I went there for the 2 days. And in the moment, I began like kind of calling it out to them, like, hey, like, you know, I spent $6,500. I'm a little concerned that we're not really doing anything this second day. I thought there would be more to it than that. And as they began to just go through the process with me of what they were doing to make all this money on YouTube, I felt kind of dumb bringing it up, but their process was very simple. There was nothing complicated about it. And if you keep watching, I'm going to share what it is, so you can do it for yourself. And if you want help with implementing it, I can help you, because it is something that I'm doing currently right now. But this was their process. They, number one, found a market that was hungry for a solution. Okay? So they found a market that was hungry for a solution that was not a sophisticated market, like not a hyper sophisticated market. So they were helping people who were like home-based business owners, people who were like in like network marketing, direct sales types of programs, showing them effectively how to get leads and sales for their business. Now, that was number one. So you need a market that's not highly sophisticated, right? There's not like solutions that are just readily available, so that you can stand out. So when you present your offer will land with people, right? Now, the second thing that they would do is they focused on leveraging the resource of YouTube. They focused on leveraging systems. They focused on leveraging their greatest gifts and their strengths, right? So it was two partners, Jimmy and Dennis. Dennis was a very good speaker, a very sharp, smart guy, and he would do all of the YouTube videos. He was the guy, he was the face of the business, because that was what he was strong at. And the partner, Jimmy, he was the one who did all of the sales. If you were trying to speak with Dennis, you couldn't speak with Dennis because Jimmy was the guy to talk to, right? And so at some level, I think that it created like some type of wantingness. It's almost like whenever you want something and you can't get it, it makes you desire it more. And so the fact that Dennis would get on the phone for no reason, he would not get on the phone for any reason at all. It was only Jimmy that you could speak to. It kind of made you want to see, like, how could you go down this rabbit hole, get further into this process. I know this might sound dumb, but that's how desire is created. Sometimes you have to remove access of yourself, remove access of certain elements or components to make the desire be there, because it is one of the necessary things for someone to make an emotional decision to purchase, right? And so I'm going to be completely transparent. A lot of people, they struggle with doing sales because their sales process is a logical sales process, when most often than not, when people are buying and making a buying decision, it's an emotional based decision. And so if you could learn anything, one of the things that you want to learn is how to be able to effectively speak to the emotional side of people's brains and not the logical side. You know, there are times where you will need to show proof elements. This will satisfy the logical part of their brain. So like if your program, if what you offer, if what you're good at, what you're skilled at can get a person a specific results, and there's a way to demonstrate that, then that will satisfy the logical part and the reasoning part of the brain. But again, most sales, especially sales at a high price point, typically are an emotional based decision. Okay. And so they were like literally just breaking everything down. Like we walked you through our sales process. We walked you through how we get leads, how we create content. We walked you through everything literally on day one. There's really nothing else to talk about. What we really need to talk about today is like you, that if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying the process while you're doing it, you're not going to do it. And I started to see things a little bit different. Okay. And so I know this video may sound all over the place, but they found a market that was hungry for a solution. These people had paid money. Some people were paying thousands of dollars to join a particular business opportunity, a particular direct sales opportunity, and they were not seeing a return on investment in that particular program. And so like they were looking for like the last thing that they needed to be successful, and that was to be able to generate leads, right? They thought this would be something that would be beneficial to help them to be able to make money in their opportunity. And so people saw this as a way to make more money for themselves. And so the price that Jimmy and Dennis were asking people to pay for their coaching program, people were coughing it up. People were spending the $6,500 because the prospect's mind that if I could get what they were doing down to a science, and I could extract what they were doing, and I could replicate what they were doing, then I could potentially make millions of dollars as well, right? And so what you want to do, if you're in a situation, you need to focus on a skill set that you can learn and master. One of the skill sets I would be focusing on learning, I will be focusing on learning communication. How can you become a better, effective communicator? To me, the only way to do that is to literally come on YouTube and practice your communication every day. This is one of the reasons why I do the walking channels, is because every day I get a chance to practice my communication skills, and I can see in real time if I'm being an effective communicator. Because if I am effectively communicating, if I am effectively giving value to other people, then YouTube rewards me by sending more people my way. And so I have an actual process of being able to determine, is this skill getting better? Okay. And so another skill set that I would tell you guys to learn is effectively learning how to write sales messages or marketing messages, so that, again, maybe in your description of your YouTube videos, you will have a link to products that you sell. So while you're out partying, celebrating the 4th of July, when people are watching your YouTube videos, if they click on the link in your description, they go to your website, they could be buying your products, buying your services without you having to be there. Okay, so these are like the two biggest skills that I think that you guys should be focusing on trying to learn, is how to effectively communicate and how to effectively write a sales message that's going to speak to the emotional side of somebody's brain. You want to be able to consistently get in front of people who are hungry, who believe that you can solve a problem that they have, a burning desire, and that burning desire has to be something that they believe is going to benefit them more than the amount of money that you're going to charge them for this particular solution. And so this is why, you know, on this channel, when we offer coaching solutions to show people step by step over the course of 10 weeks how to build a successful YouTube channel, how to build a successful YouTube business, and we only charge $1,500 for that solution. This is why people say yes to it, because they can see that, hey, if I just produce content that gets views and I have a product or service to market to people, now that I am getting views, then I'm going to make money, right? And so again, if you can focus on learning all the skills that I shared with you in this video, if you can find a market that is not hyper sophisticated for solutions, that there is a problem there that you can solve, that the problem or the solution that you provide is going to be greater than the amount of money that you're going to charge for people, or they can clearly see that, how that's going to make sense for them, then you have a solution that could potentially make you millions of dollars if you stay focused at it. Now, the next piece and the last piece that you're going to have to figure out and master is you're going to have to master you. One of the things about producing content on YouTube, I'm trying to stay in the light. One of the things about producing content on YouTube, on the YouTube platform, is that it's so easy to do that it's so easy not to do. And so one of the reasons why we do charge people a particular dollar amount to help them through this coaching process is it keeps them accountable to the things that they say that they're going to do. And if you can remain accountable, if you can remain disciplined to the process, like, it's only a matter of time before you actually reach success. This channel is starting to grow. I think we grew by 32 subscribers yesterday. And again, if we continue to grow, 32 subscribers a day, that's roughly like 1,000 subscribers a month. And again, in no time, as the demand continues to increase about what it is that I teach, what I help people with specifically, then I'll be able to charge more. And it's only a matter of time before we're at $100,000 per month in income. And so this is what I want to teach you guys how to do. I want to teach you guys how to build systematically. I want to show you guys, what they showed me over the course of 2 days, in that 8 hours a day period working together with them. I want to show you the same things without you having to spend the $6,500. I want to show you guys the scientific method for being able to communicate effectively with people, for you to demonstrate the value that you have, how to come up with an elegant solution that you can offer to people, and how you can replicate yourself, replicate this process so that people are dying to speak with you. People are dying to give you their hard-earned money because they know that it is something that you can help them with. And I'm going to show you how to understand the mechanics of YouTube, so that not only you can do this for yourself, but then it can be a service that you offer to other people. And so with that being said, if you're a person and you know that you have $1,500 and you are a person who is coachable, teachable, trainable, and you want to get out of your job, if you want to be able to create a full-time income for yourself, helping people through a product or service that you create on the back end of your YouTube channel, that I'm going to show you how to do over the course of 10 weeks, then I want you to go ahead and text the word yes to 702-608-1689. Go ahead and text the word yes to 702-608-1689. I'll be glad to speak with you. And so again, I spent $6,500, but that $6,500 I spent over the course of 2 days to learn this YouTube process, again, has paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of the last 15 years, helping other people learn this process. 3 of my students have become millionaires from this process. And so I would encourage you, if this is something that you are thinking about doing, make the right choice right now. Text the word yes to 702-608-1689, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless. Bye.